back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Paige. I post content about travel, lifestyle, entrepreneurship, and creating my dream life. A great workout. It's currently 7:24 in the morning. As you can see by the title, today is my first day. I'm officially a senior. This is my spring semester. I'm graduating in May. So I have 5 months and then we're done. Y'all can degree me. But anyways, I'm about to just chill for a little bit because I can't eat like right after I go to the gym. I'm about to play some Payday, which is like my guilty pleasure. I used to play this, I don't know if it'll focus. I used to play this game all the time in like middle school and high school, but I deleted the game off my phone, and then years later I just downloaded it back on my iPad and I'm obsessed. I'm excited. Oh, also, I didn't even tell you what I'm majoring in. I'm an advertising major. I also just completed my, I don't know if you can see it, yeah. I also just completed my new media certificate this past fall, so that is basically anything with emerging media technology. And so I learned a lot from coding to web development, app development, graphic design. I currently have my own business and Passion Fruit Studio, where I work as a creative strategist helping women and Black entrepreneurs grow their personal and company brand. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. Yeah, I really just love creating video, graphic design, social, short films, painting, any creative outlet I can get my hands on. I love it. Coming up with concepts, it's just my favorite thing to do. So I'm really grateful and happy that I'm able to turn this into a career and get paid for my knowledge and doing what I love. Y'all want the last bite? Happy bleep. It's the first semester in probably almost 2 years that I've had classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. My last 2 semesters I had class Tuesday, Thursday, which was nice because that means I had Monday, Wednesday, Friday off. But this semester that was not an option for the last 3 classes that I need to take. But the good part about this semester is that my classes start at 11:30. Last semester, my earliest class was, I think it was a 9:35, which is not bad because I wake up at like 6 in the morning anyway. But waking up to go to the gym versus waking up for 8 a.m. is completely different. Like, I actually have to have my brain on. When I'm in the gym, it's like mindless. Like, I don't have to worry. I don't have to actually think, speak, interact with nobody, you know? So I really like that my classes start at 11:30 now because that means I can have my slow mornings. Now I finish my breakfast. I'm gonna put all these dishes up and I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna do my devotional, which this is just, I'll link it below, but this is called 100 Days of Believing Bigger. And then this is just it's technically a sketchbook. I just like to write down the day or the date, and then usually I go into the Bible app and write down whatever the daily verse is and like journal whatever I feel It's me. The last couple times I've written in here, I wrote like what I'm loving and what I'm letting go. Like 10 things I'm grateful for. Let's get some tunes going. This is what I've been listening to recently. We're picking out an outfit. It's literally like 9:30. I have like hours before I gotta leave. I want to wear this jacket. It's from Minimal. One of my favorite jackets. I literally just never wear it because I don't know what to wear it with. This is the main piece, but I feel like that's too close in color. So I'm pretty sure I want to wear a crop top with it. Of course, whenever you're looking for the shirt that you want, you can never find it. Yeah, none of these are the shirt that I want to wear. And this is too close to the color green. It's not that. That's what I just wore this morning. See if I can find it. And I'm going to come back with the outfit on. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't get to find the shirt that I wanted, but I guess it's fine as long as I like keep it zipped a little, because the other shirt went down more. I mean, these boots are cute, but I don't know if the cream, let me go look in the mirror. Something about this is throwing me off, and I don't know if it's the pants, I don't know if it's the belt, I don't know if it's the shoes, but I just don't like it. I don't like it. So this is why I need black jeans. Like, I had black jeans, but they ripped. So I'm getting too thick. Just kidding. Anyways, my camera's about to die, so I'm gonna change and we're gonna figure out what the final look is, because this is too much. This is too much. Okay, so I changed into the black pants that I showed y'all earlier. I wear these too much. These are my go-tos. And I think I'm gonna wear these, even though they don't really match my biohacks, Tokyo biohacks. But even though they don't really match, I have one shoe with pink laces, of course, and then another shoe with black laces. So I'm gonna just switch them both out. So that this one has black laces as well. Be rocking with the Telfeezy as well. So simple with a pop of color. Nothing too much. So I think that's what I'm gonna wear. 10:07. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the next hour. I don't have class till 11:30. Yeah. Glad we picked out our fit. We got a lot done already. It's only 10 o'clock. We done went to the gym. We done had our breakfast. We done journaled. We done showered. We done ate, you know. We done played Heyday. I guess I'll make up my bed, even though I don't really normally do that. I need to get in the habit of doing it because it's nice to come back and get into a made bed. A vlog where I literally had all the time in the world and then I still ended up late because I took a nap. I woke up at 11 and then I was like, oh, let me close my eyes. Woke up again at 11:15. Yeah, so it's 11:28. My class starts in 2 minutes and I just parked. But we gonna make it, you know. You should be glad that I'm there, right? Yeah, so anyways, let's go.
educational background, so I actually grew up in the western suburbs of Chicago.
Favorite spice for 3,000 years, shaping the cuisines of 100 cultures, from Mexico to Turkey. The same place that had 2/3 of its coastline devastated in one of the deadliest natural disasters ever. 12 positive years later, was hailed as one of the top maritime centers in the world. The same place where a divine footprint appeared at the top of a mountain, 2,000 years later, has been revered by Buddhist pilgrims, Muslim devotees, Catholic believers, Hindu worshippers, side by side, under a sky full of butterflies. Because nothing is more Sri Lankan than being positive. For hope, for love, for change, for the future. And redefining what it means to rise above. And we will do it again. Together. Positive Sri Lanka.
Just finished all my classes. I should have recorded more, but I was kind of scared. All my classes are pretty chill, but my last one seems like it's going to be the easiest. I'm kind of nervous for my management class, which is my last business class, because we have a lot of tests, and they're like 70% of our grade. But we're going to thug it out anyways. I just made it back home. I definitely should have brought either at least a snack or something, because I'm hungry and I haven't ate since this morning, and that was at like 8 o'clock. I cut myself somehow. So I'm about to heat up something that I meal prep. I'm gonna just eat this, which is my salmon, rice, and broccoli. Overall, had a good first day. It just doesn't feel like I should be back in school. I feel like I just finished the semester. Like, I just got done with finals. What do you mean? What do you mean I gotta go buy books and all this other stuff? I'm gonna chill for a little bit, and then we're gonna get into setting my calendar, setting my apps, recommendations, all that good stuff. This gets out the, whatchamacallit, microwave, chow down. Let me take off these shoes. I don't know why I'm playing like, that's how you know I'm hungry. Didn't even take off my shoes. But that nap, that 40-minute nap was definitely necessary. Should be warm enough. I don't hear it though. Overall, I love UGA. Everything has its pros and cons. Specifically, UGA's is parking. The opportunities that I've gotten through this school, the people that I've met, the study abroad, not even just like professional, but even just the projects and the type of curriculum that we have, especially for my major, for advertising. Of course, I also used to have a double major in management, which is in the School of Business, Terry School of Business. So I have a lot of experience on that, but I pursue advertising more than management. So when like some of the work that we have to do really translates over to the work that you'll do in the real world and portfolio and all that good stuff. I started working part-time spring semester of my sophomore year. And summer, I started working technically full-time because I was working 2 part-time jobs all the way through fall semester of my senior year. That has helped a lot, making connections and stuff like that. But even just without that, just with the stuff that I've done at school, organizations, clubs, projects, and even the classes that I've been able to take through my advertising major and also through the new media certificate, I feel like definitely helped me, and also just doing stuff outside of school, leverage the skill set to be able to work and get professional experience before I graduate. So I highly recommend everyone do that, because personally for me, I'm not trying to work these 40 years in corporate America. I'm trying to get in, get out. If you want to be able to scale how much you can make quicker, you're gonna want experience. I have about 2.5 years, roughly 3 years of experience, but altogether I have really 4 years of experience within digital strategy, advertising, marketing, communications, all that realm. I've done a lot of different things, applying for mid-level or associate roles, which of course allows me to be able to get higher pay, better benefits. I really want to get a remote job so that I can travel, but yes, internship experience is great, and especially depending on what type of industry you're in, internship experience can lead to a direct offer. But in terms of advertising, in terms of what I did, I kind of just did my internship to get into the door and be able to have a base level of skill set, and then I started actually working like part-time or full-time at a company to gain professional experience. Because when you graduate, yes, you have internship experience, but in the corporate world, they don't look at that as real experience. They just look at that as like a requirement. So therefore, now I can speak to the corporate work experience that I have had with the companies that I have worked in. I'm glad I did it because so far it has helped me not only personally but professionally. I feel like get out those, I don't want to say like mistakes, but you definitely are able to learn a lot of the things that a lot of people that are just now graduating and entering corporate America for the first time the summer or the year after they graduate will go through, as terms of like corporate culture, having tough conversations with your manager or your boss, what happens when you make a mistake, or asking for different opportunities. Like all those things I've already experienced. Just a little bit, I guess, anxious about the unknown, but I know that I have a great skill set. I have a lot of experience. I can speak to my skills and my knowledge. I have a portfolio to show, as well as references and a laundry list of things on LinkedIn. Now that I'm graduating, like the world is literally my oyster in the sense of I can do anything. Possibilities are endless, and I think that's what makes it hard, kind of overwhelming, because there are a lot of things that I want to do. But that's my little spiel. I'm gonna eat and have to go back to campus, get some paperwork done, and I will do what I said earlier. So okay, so I have my iPad here with my syllabi on it, and then I have my computer here with my Notion template, and I'm gonna screen record so you can see my screen as I'm talking. The first thing I do is go through my syllabi, add all my assignments to this dashboard. This template from a Notion one and like tweaked it to how I like it. I will add it down below in the description box if you want a copy of it. You can also do the same thing in Excel. Both are free. Notion is free as well if you haven't used it before. So this is how it starts off. I'm just gonna name this the final lab. What I like to do is I just like to have my class names and stuff at the top. So these are my old ones, but the first one I'm gonna do is management. Actually, let me just delete the whole thing. Management 5920S. So now that I have my classes at the top, the next thing that you want to do is when you add a row, you can click the course and you can edit the options. So I'm just going to change, and usually what I like to do is color code these with the notebooks or the notes that I have on my iPad, which I'll show you later. So I'm just going to change all these to match the CRNs of my classes for this semester, and you can change the color to whatever. So now that that's there, then it will automatically allow those selections for when you add an assignment. The first thing that we have is I like to add my readings in here as assignments as well, so I'm up to, or I stay on track for what I'm supposed to read. A lot of times, of course, in college you have to either read a chapter or read something before class, and you're going to discuss it. So even though the date on here is for the day that we're going to discuss in class, I put it for a day earlier so that way I know to read it by that date and I'll be prepared for class. So first thing is, I'm just going to say chapter 1. I don't think I'm going to write out the name of what the chapter is because that's a lot, but it's due by this date, and then I have a completed section. It's a reading, and then for the course it's this one, and then of course I'm going to leave the grade part blank. I'm going to fill in all the assignments for all of my classes, and then I'll show you all how to organize by date, and then show you the other like calendar views that I have within this template. So let me do that, and then I'll come back on and show you that and go to the next section, which is going to be how I set up certain apps on my iPad for class. Okay, so now I have finished all of my assignments. One of my classes, she hasn't created the course schedule yet, so I only have 2, and the other class, this is not that many assignments. 1 because I'm taking only 3 classes, and 2 because almost 2 out of 3 of my classes are project based, so I don't really have readings or homework. It's really projects or exams. But anyways, this is what it looks like. And just for the example, just in case your due dates are not organized, you can go in here and sort from ascending. So this is by earliest due date, or you can do descending, but you want to do it ascending. And then I have an assignments section, an exam section, and a calendar. And that way you can see like a month overview if you like to do that. And the other thing that I like about this is that if this looks really overwhelming to you, oops, I didn't mean to check that. But if this looks really overwhelming to you, you can go, I lied. You can go into filter and do it by due date. And then yeah, you can choose for this week. So therefore you would only see what you have to do this week. And then it would change as the dates progress. That way you're not getting overwhelmed, but you can still see on the calendar view everything. So that's that. And now I'm going to show you the two main apps that I use on my iPad. So the first app that I have is called Grades. This app has literally helped me have a high GPA. Literally last semester I got a 3.92. I got one A minus. So I could have got a 4.0, but yeah, so first you can add a term. So I've been using this since the beginning of my college career, my freshman year. So I'm gonna add a new term. So this is gonna be spring 24. And then now you can enter that. So I click that, and now there's no classes yet. So then you can click the plus button and you can add your class. So you can choose a grading type. So this, depending on what type of class you have, sometimes the professor grades based on percentages, sometimes it's based out of total points, and you can choose both of these on here. So you can choose weighted, which is percentages, or out of points. So I'm gonna choose weighted, and of course you can have your credits in there. And then the color, which I like to correspond to what I did in the Notion template. So the color that I have for this is like a pinkish color. So I'm just gonna leave the icon, but you can change the icon. Then once you have that, you can go into the actual class. And now that we're in here, you can add a syllabus item. So essentially these are all the things that you'll be graded on. So for this class, we're only graded on two things: our project presentation and our peer evaluation. So I'm just gonna put project, and the weight is 50. So regular means that it's only one thing. Grouped is if like you have assignments. Say your assignments are worth 60% of your grade. You would want to do grouped because essentially it will create a category, and you can add in each specific assignment that you have, and then it will calculate it and add it to the percentage. So I'm gonna add 50% and then be done. And I'm also gonna add the peer evaluations, which is another 50%. And then, oops, done. So then now you can click done, and then it will tell you your current grade. If I update it and say I know my score, let's say I have a 70, it will tell you my current grade and your target grade. And whatever you want your target grade to be, let's say I want a 95, it will calculate what you need to get to be able to get that 95, which is very helpful. So then you don't have to be like, oh, I don't know if I need a B, especially once you're down to the last week or two. You know how finals, and if you need extra credit, all those things is very helpful. You don't have to do the math, it does it for you. That is one app that I really love. Here is an example of what it looks like. So for reading quizzes, this is grouped, and then I can go in and I added all my quizzes, and it would tell me what I needed, and that was great. When you add all your things together, it will tell you what your GPA is based on the number of credits and the number of classes. Right now, I only have one class into this semester, so once I add the other 3 classes, it will also change the weight based off of the credits of the classes and how many classes, because that's how your GPA is determined. In your GPA settings, you can change it to if you have A plus or minus grading. The University of Georgia has plus or minus grading, meaning that a 90, well, it depends on the class, but usually like a 94 or 95 is an actual A, a 90, I don't know, 2 to 94 is an A minus, and then there's an A. So that does affect your GPA, and so you can do A plus grading or just regular grading, which is just like a 90 and above is an A. It just depends on what your school does. But now the last and final app that I really highly recommend is Goodnotes. This is also free. Show you guys so this is what I really like to do, and essentially For this semester, I don't think I'll have a lot of notes, but I'm just going to show you how you can create my system is. So essentially, say new, and then you can create a folder. I'm just going to say this as like spring 24. And then in here, you can create another folder, but I'm just going to show you guys how to create a notebook. So essentially, this is, you can choose what type of paper. I like the squared one. There's Cornell notes, there's planners. There's a lot of different types of pages that you can select, and you can also see more. And then the other thing is you can change the colors. They have a lot of different ones on here. And I also, again, like to coordinate it to the color that I use in my Notion template. It's also the same color that I have on my phone so that I just remember which is what. So if I'm glancing quickly at my calendar, I can see and kind of know, okay, yellow is management, for example, or red is my advertising campaigns class. So that just really helps me remember, but you can just create it, and then therefore the notebook will start. You can write or whatever that is, and you can also add images here at the top. You can type if you like that. You can add your text to type, highlight, all those other things, and then if you want to upload a file, you can just click add, import, and you can import whatever file, slides, documents, even your syllabi in here, all those things, and it's all in one place. And this is what I also like to use now. After about my sophomore year, a lot of my classes weren't heavy notes, or if they were, it was kind of slides based. But for anyone who takes a lot of notes, and then that way you can either print them out. It's also searchable, so when you're going back to review, you can search the keywords like, I don't know, I know I have SEO in here. So yeah, it brings up all my PowerPoints that have SEO or where I've written it, which is really helpful when trying to find things to set, or trying to find specific chapters, keywords, or definitions when you're studying. So that is necessarily it. I'm prepped and ready. I hope this was very helpful to you guys. And just like a word of encouragement for anyone who is in college or trade school or anything pursuing after high school, just like keep going, especially college. I personally know how hard it can be. Please don't give up. A lot of times, especially during college, a lot of major events happen that are outside of your control, whether it be family, health related. It can really throw you off for a semester or even a year. So just push through. Don't be afraid to or ashamed to drop a class if you're going through a lot and it is too much and you have to just take the class later. Always reach out for help to your counselors, your advisors, your teachers, because even if maybe they might not be lenient with their grading practice, they may have more consideration when grading your assignments. Just to be transparent, that has helped me in the past when going through things. And also just use your resources. Please don't like wallow in whatever you're going through. Try to seek help as soon as possible so that the snowball effect doesn't happen and you miss a lot of assignments to the point where you're about to either fail the class, especially because school is very expensive. Whether you are getting financial aid from the school, paying out-of-pocket student loans, regardless, it's very expensive, and really want to maximize the money and the time that you put into it. Usually there's a lot more resources that go unused and go unnoticed by students that are out there to help you. So don't be afraid or ashamed to get tutors. UGA specifically is an academically challenging school, so you have to take a class again and get a tutor, or you take a class with a different professor because you didn't understand their teaching style. It is very okay. Push back a class and it maybe pushes back your graduation date. That is okay. A lot of people, more than you think, do not graduate within 4 years, and the whole thing is you graduated or you're graduating. So it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to get there. You put in the work and you deserve to celebrate that no matter how long it took, what your college experience may have looked like. So I hope that was encouraging. I'm glad if you stayed to the end. Thank you for watching this entire video. I'm really excited for this semester. This will probably not be the only college vlog that I do. I'll probably show you some other things related to UGA and some of the events and stuff that we have going on, as well as other people and their perspectives, just to show you if you are interested in attending the University of Georgia, or just to see what college is like, to see if it's for you. College is not for everyone, and that's not a bad thing. So that's all for today. I hope you come back